Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Brockopp side. So, it's 10 o'clock on a Saturday. I woke up about 3.5 hours ago at 6 in the morning after a night of some really bad choices. Right outside of Target right now because today they've got a big sale on Blu-rays this week. So, I've noticed in January that Target and Walmart and other places, they'll have a big sale on some of the more popular movies from last year for only like 10 to 13 bucks each, and there's a few things in there I'm kind of looking at, and today it's just going to be kind of a simple Blu-ray hunting video. So I'm going to take you guys in there with me because I don't think it'd be a good idea if I left you in the car, because then you'd probably like die or something, and yeah, that would not look good on my part. I'd be on the news, and everyone would think I'm a terrible person because I left the vlog in the car, and then I died because I didn't crack the window. It's just, I don't want that shit on my plate. So let's just go inside. Only the DVD, that's messed up. Okay, hang on, the Blu-ray is supposed to be on sale as well. I don't think I'll check it out. Yeah. That's what I thought. And we're back in the car, so just got out of Target. It was just a quick in and out trip. I got hit by a movie, but I only got one, and I picked up Kingsman: The Golden Circle on Blu-ray. I didn't pick this up when it first came out, just because when it came out, there wasn't a huge amount of time between the theatrical release and the Blu-ray release, and I had seen the movie twice in the theater, not because I thought it was the greatest movie in the world, but I saw it the first time just because, it's like, I wanted to see the new Kingsman, and the second time I went out with a girl, and that was the only movie out that was kind of interesting to the two of us, because we'd both seen it, and nothing else seemed interesting, so I just sat through it again. But, I did like Kingsman: The Golden Circle. I don't think it's quite as good as the first one, but yeah, I still wanted to get the movie, so I'd have both of them. But yeah, they had a few other things in there that I was kind of looking at, but I was like, I really don't want to spend a ton of money in this one place. So now we're just gonna head on out to the next stop, which is it's a buybacks, which I've shown buybacks in a couple of videos, but this is a different one. This is one that's a little further away. It's a little smaller. It's not quite as good as the other one, but they still have good stuff, and I go there occasionally. And there's another used DVD store just like down the street from it, so I figured hit up those two places, see if they got anything good there, and we'll see what happens. So we'll just fast forward to when we get there. Alright, well, just got out of buybacks, which is right back there, you can see it, and picked up a few movies in there. Picked up about 3 $5 Blu-rays. So first one I got was Goodfellas, directed by Martin Scorsese. This is the cheapest I've seen it. I've been really wanting to get it. I contemplated buying the 4K, but I was like, And then I then got the Blair Witch Project. I have actually not seen the Blair Witch Project before, and I've been really wanting to, so when I saw it for only $6, I was like, hell yeah. And then the last one I got was Point Break. This is one of my VHS replacements, and yeah, it's just a really entertaining movie. But so this is the busiest I've seen this store ever, and there was a little dispute in there. So while I was waiting in line, they had quite a few people there buying stuff today, and there was this one older gentleman in there that bought a few movies, and he was there with his granddaughter or something, and she was getting something else, but she had to wait to get the stuff purchased because they got the other discs ready to go to be purchased because they buff out the scratches and stuff. So then she goes over to his grandpa and tells him that, and then he just starts freaking out, and the manager is like, bless her soul, she's probably done everything she can to just keep cool, and she explains the situation, and, you know, it's pretty reasonable, but then he's like, nope, just take it, give me back my money. It becomes this whole dispute, and the manager's getting really pissed off, but trying to be cool about it, and it's just like, you know, some people just don't understand reason, you know? But anyway, so we got another stop to make, just a little down the street, going to Zia Record Exchange. They sell used Blu-rays, DVDs, vinyl records, CDs, and a bunch of other cool, like, pop culture-y stuff, so gonna go in there and see if they got anything good, and yeah, we'll pick this up when we get there. And we're back here. So I did go to Zia Records, but by the time I got there, my lack of sleep the entire week and my really bad decisions from last night just caught up on me, and I just kind of started crashing, so I didn't feel up to shooting or recapping in the car or anything, so I figured I would just wait till I got back home and I felt like less shit. So I did pick up a couple of movies. So the first one I picked up was American Hustle. I saw this in the theater when it came out, and I really enjoyed it, and I've been wanting to get it for a long time. I was just waiting to find it for a good price, and Zia Records had it for $4. So the next one up is Risky Business. This is another one of my VHS replacements, and for those of you that don't know, I have a very large VHS collection, and I'm trying to downsize them by getting them replaced with Blu-ray or DVD, depending on what it is. Now, I'm not trying to get rid of my entire VHS collection. There's different stuff that I'll keep forever, like the Disney stuff from my Disney VHS video. By the way, check that out if you haven't yet. And like some Blue's Clues tapes and other things like that. But then there are others that they're just movies, you know? I'm not gonna be a better person by having the VHS of it, so yeah, and Risky Business was also only $4. And then the last one I picked up, which I was surprised to find at this good a price, was Tomorrowland, directed by Brad Bird. This one was only $7, and you know, people didn't really seem to gravitate toward this movie very well, but I enjoyed it. I just love how it's basically a Disneyland movie. Like in the way that the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie I considered a Disneyland movie, because it's based on the ride, and they got all these really nice references to the ride, which brings me back to memories of going to the park and going on the ride and stuff. And Tomorrowland does the exact same thing, and I just loved the world of it. I loved the ideas behind it. I thought the characters were really good. The final act, it gets a little muddled there, but it was a really enjoyable movie, and it's kind of a shame it didn't do too well, but you know, what are you gonna do? They can't all be winners, I guess. So anyway, this is the end of the Blu-ray hunting video. Yeah, got a few things, but I've still got a fuck ton of stuff that I haven't gone through yet, so I think it's gonna be quite time to just not go out hunting for stuff for a little while and just focus on the large pile I still have right now. So anyway, so if you guys have gone out Blu-ray hunting or did something more interesting than I did, tell me about it below, and we'll see you on the Brockopp side. You're supposed to step here, asshole.